What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel, a channel where somehow I have been tasked with preparing you for WROL. Thanks for watching. Guys, today we're going to be discussing the fact that even the Democratic Party is not fully confident in their own nominee for the upcoming election, and a little bit about a war going on in Eastern Europe, okay? Just a couple things we're going to talk about, and I'm going to hit some key points that will hopefully prepare you for follow-on operations in a without rule of law or an SHTF environment, okay? So thanks for being here. If you want to support the channel, consider just checking out everything in the description below. Palmetto State Armory, if you use the link down below, it helps out more than you know. If you want to become a member of the Patreon where you can stay up late, join the Discord server and all the stuff, it's $5 a month, and I greatly appreciate it. Guys, there's also a link for Instagram if you want to see the behind-the-scenes lifting content. Prepare for WROL. Okay, the purpose, we already hit on it a little bit. There's a little thing called a war going on in Ukraine, all right, in our Minecraft server, if you will. The thing about this is it's only going to ramp up. If you look at history, the Russian Federation, previously the Soviet Union, only ramps up over time. It's a slow-moving war machine. So that is already a big enough of a red flag, if you will. And then the election. Let's talk about the election without getting too far into it. It's going to get bad. It's going to get worse before it gets better. That's a fact. Rhetoric on both sides of the aisle is not looking good, okay? You don't have to be a genius to be able to see that. After the most recent debate between Trump and Biden, President Biden, President Trump, you saw we'll just call it the decline in some areas for certain individuals, and the rhetoric on both sides has increased. So what I would anticipate is prior to this election being fully said and done, I would anticipate a little bit of a civil unrest type of situation. What can we do in that event? Okay, well, first of all, if you live in a city, now would probably be a good time to get out of that city. Now, a lot of you guys are going to start hitting the keyboard and you're going to say things like, I can't afford it, my family, my job is here. What I'm going to tell you is, what is that worth? Because if you're living, let's say you live in New York City or Chicago, I'm telling you right now, in a WROL or SHTF situation, you are 2 to 3 days away from basically your life being over. In these situations, individuals that are caught in a city without potable water and food, especially in the summer months or whatever the situation might be, whenever things happen, if it does happen, it is just not a good place to be. So if you're in a city, now would be a good time to try to get out of the city. Water. All of you need to have at least 3 months worth of water. That's bare minimum. 3 months worth of emergency water. If you have dogs, that is not included in that count. So you need to start stockpiling water. Again, this is not to scare you. This is to prepare you. It's already a little bit too late. But if you're watching this video now and you don't have water stored in a good, realistic situation, even if you just have to go out and buy cases of water, you say you have to go out and buy 40 cases of water for an emergency, go do it. Okay, now is the time. So go get water. That is the most important thing, other than getting out of a city, is to have water. Community. You need to link in with the neighbors that you trust. Okay, you need to develop a community in your area. If you don't know your neighbors, now is a good time to go to get to know them. Develop a plan. You don't need to divulge too much information to them, but what you do need to have is a sense of community. If you don't have a community in your neighborhood or in your town alone, you're going to have bigger issues. Your community, at a minimum your neighborhood, but preferably your town or your area, should have a tight-knit community enough where that if things start to fall apart, you can band together and at least have a stronghold or a strong point. So community is going to be huge. Weapons. Obviously, you need to have weapons. You need to have rifles. You need to have body armor. You need to have night vision. You need to have weapon-mounted lights. You need to have weapons. You need to have duty ammo. What I mean by duty ammo is, if you're carrying 5.56, you need to have 77 grain OTM or M855 Alpha 1 or something that can realistically stop a threat. M193 is fine, but if you're talking about the end of the world, you need to have ammunition that is good ammunition, okay? At least a combat load of that good stuff. Bunker. What I mean by bunker is you need to make your house, your dwelling, a stronghold. You need to have pre-staged plans. You need to know, okay, if people are going door to door, burning houses down, raping and pillaging, you need to have a plan for that. So you need to make your home into a fortress. Okay, same thing for your community. You need to have plans. If you have neighbors, you need to have an objective rally point, right, where you know where you can meet up. If you know you're going to have some sort of community watch, right? If you have gangs of people and people coming door to door and burning the freaking city down, you need to have an objective rally point and a cache. All that simply means is two separate link up areas. You need to make your neighborhood, or at a minimum your house, a stronghold. But if you do all this by yourself, you are going to fail. Bug out. I do not recommend bugging out. Some of you guys in the city, if you try to bug out in a city after things have begun, you will most certainly die. Okay. But for the rest of you, it may be in the suburbs or in the country, bugging out is not generally recommended because everyone is going to be homeless and everyone is going to be on the road, and that is a good way to die. But you need to have fuel just in case if people do burn your house down, at least you have a means of egress. And last but not least on the list, okay, enjoy life. Today I wanted to make a video about a 3-inch python that I got. Why did I buy another python? And why am I saying enjoy life? Guys, it's the summer. The Independence Day is right around the corner. You need to enjoy the little things with your family and friends now. After obviously conduct the preparations that need to happen. Don't go crazy about it, but have a plan and have preparations in place. But you need to enjoy life while you still have the opportunity to enjoy rule of law. Okay? Enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, travel. Actually enjoy the little things, because unfortunately, if we're all looking at the writing on the wall in the same in the same situation here, it looks like it might get a lot worse before it gets better. All right, guys, post down below what your thoughts and comments are on this video. If there's something you think I forgot, let me know down below. Let me know how you're enjoying life as well. I look forward to reading your guys' comments, but post down below how you're trying to enjoy life with the uncertain times ahead, okay? Thanks for being here, guys, and until next time, this is going to be Trench Grenade, your average WROL notification enjoyer, signing out. Cheers.